Come in.
Hey, Pat.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pat Boudreaux, good to meet you.
Hey, Lisa Ward with Gardner. So nice to finally meet you.
You
Do you
too.
mind if I take a seat?
Please.
Fantastic. And I do have a business card for you. Might you have one for me as well?
I do not, but I'll shoot you an email.
No worries at all.
All right.
Well, Pat, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I had a great conversation with Bobby recently about kind of what's going on at Click, and looking forward to getting to know how you feel about these things that y'all are experiencing. So, are you a local here?
Hey, yes, ma'am.
You are? What's your alma mater?
Nichols.
Nichols?
Mm-hmm.
Well, go Colonels. I know you guys
That's
have been dominating the state in basketball, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's
Keep it going.
definitely fun to follow. I'm not a local, unfortunately. I'm from Georgia.
Okay.
But it already feels like home to me. My parents actually met at LSU right down the way, so like I said, it feels like home to me already.
That's right.
And it's a funny story, actually, the way they met. They were in a research course together, and in '92, back in the day.
Yeah.
And my dad was really struggling. My mom kind of needed to tutor him to help him get out alive and with the grade he wanted. And it's interesting to me, because this was a research class that they were in, and research brought them together. And in a way, that's kind of what I'm hoping we can do today, is we can discuss Gartner research and what we have to offer and establish a relationship of our own between our two companies and move forward from that.
Perfect.
So, like I said, what I want to do today is learn a bit more about what you all are experiencing here at Click Influence based on my conversation with Bobby and your perspective as well.
Okay.
Talk about what Gartner has to offer and where we can provide some value for you there. Does that sound like a good plan to you?
Mm-hmm.
And is that 15 minutes still going to work as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. All right, so I'd love to get started with a few basic questions for you.
Okay.
I understand that you work closely with Jonas in the decision making, Bobby, of course, and yourself. You guys play big roles in these big decisions. So if we were able to find some value in Gartner for you today, would you be autonomous in making that decision, or is it all of you together?
I can gather all the information. I don't make the final decision. Okay. Jonas is responsible for that.
Is the guy. Okay.
Yeah. So, but he trusts in me. He values my opinion. Perfect.
Thank you for sharing that with me. And I know that at Click, you guys still have your first client that you ever had, and so that shows that relationships are very important to you. So in these types of relationships, what is the criteria you look for a long-lasting, successful partnership with a company?
I mean, we like quality,
right,
consistency,
right,
and for me, a reasonable, consistent price.
Okay.
Because we deal a lot, and we budget our projects, and from a CFO perspective, I mean, I don't need any surprises. I don't need any herky jerky. So basically, but I mean, quality of course is key because that's what we sell a point.
Right. So quality, consistency, and you need to be sure that you're getting your best deal.
That's correct.
Absolutely. Right. So Bobby also mentioned that your main project right now is this software development, and the timeline for that is looking like December. Correct?
That's correct.
Perfect. So I've asked this question to Bobby as well, and I understand that you all have this giant project, but potentially other than that, what do you think prompted the board to have Jonas request this meeting with Gartner today?
I think basically we all see the wear on Bobby.
Okay.
Jonas sees it, I see it, and I'm basically I have a lot of interest in Bobby and the fact that he's a very brilliant guy. We like him. He does a good job.
I agree. Right.
I'm nervous in this situation that he's investing a lot of time, and Jonas is an innovator, as you probably know.
Absolutely.
I mean, he grows, and we stay on top of the market. So I'm nervous that they're going to kick this project out to us, sub it out, and he's going to move on to the next one.
Right.
This is a big opportunity for Bobby to shine. It's our biggest project to date.
Right.
So that's some big motivators in getting this deal off and off on the right foot.
Right, and I understand why you do value Bobby so much. Sounds like a very, very valuable employee to you all here at Click. And I understand that you are also looking to bring on some new employees to push this project along and give him some of that help he needs, correct?
Yes.
So I know that there are a lot of components to building a whole new software project program to implement and push on your clients, potential clients. So I understand, again, from what Bobby mentioned to me, is that you're spending a lot of time, or his team is spending a lot of time on this research on Google and LinkedIn that might not be providing the results they're looking for. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can, as far as the internals of the program, I mean, I think he's getting some valuable information, but I know that, one, it's spending a lot of man hours, after hours, early mornings, weekends. He's going to seminars. He's doing I mean, and he has other responsibilities
Yeah,
other
he has
than
a
this
family,
one project.
correct?
And he has a
Right.
family. Yeah, I mean everybody wants to be home
Absolutely.
to spend time. So long story of it is, yeah, I mean basically there's a lot of added expense in that for
Absolutely.
sure. And
so,
and he's kind of going crazy himself.
Exactly.
You know?
So, and of course you want Bobby to be as efficient as possible here in this position with all the potential that he shows and he has shown.
Exactly.
So what we need is to repurpose that time, give him a more efficient process so he can get home and spend those nights with his family, right?
So we're looking. So you here for?
Exactly. And that's what we're looking to do is help him get back to what matters and what's important in his personal life. So tell me, as a CFO, are there any other large projects you're experiencing, or are you basically focused on let's get Bobby to be as efficient as possible?
That's from a personal perspective and a coworker perspective, absolutely. But also, I mean, this job is humongous.
I can imagine.
We have one shot to do it. We have a big budget. It's going to make us a lot of money. I'm confident in it, but we have to do it right. If there's any fumbling, if it doesn't take off, I mean, this is going to get us to the upper echelon of where we want to be. And my job as CFO is to make sure we do this and we make money doing it.
100%.
So not only do I care that he, is home and whatnot. I mean, I got to fulfill my responsibilities. I don't know if I mentioned it, but last year we grew 10%.
Exactly.
This year we're going to double that, grow 20%.
Right.
And this job has a lot to do in that growth. And if we don't fulfill that growth, I'm personally. I'll play a big part in making sure that happens.
So I'm sure that with this growth comes a growing budget for you. What is that looking like right now?
This project's $2 million.
$2 million, okay. So this is going to be a $2 million project overall.
Firm, $2 million.
Okay. So, and you already said it yourself, if something does go wrong here.
And we're closing in on that.
You're
$2
closing
million.
in. So it's tight right now, and you need to make sure that this is going about in the most efficient way possible.
You got it.
Perfect. So for your sake, for Bobby's sake, for the growth of the firm, and like you said, getting you up to that upper echelon of the next level, you need to be sure that this is being completed as efficiently as possible, and the way that you're researching how to do this is, like I said, as efficient as possible. I do want to just confirm one thing. Are you outsourcing any of this software development, or is it all internal within Click?
At this point, it's all internal.
It's all internal. Would you be interested in looking into outsourcing that, or are you just sticking with
I'm up to all options.
Up to all options? Okay. That's good to know. So, based on what we've discussed so far, I understand that this software project is kind of overwhelming, right? You have, it's for you, it's for even your personal concerns with Bobby, and Bobby's of huge value and has the absolute potential to make this project what pushes Click to the next level. So, at Gartner, I want to tell you that we're able to guarantee that your research is as efficient as possible.
Good.
We can give you time savings, and we can help you push your company to the next level. So are you okay with kind of delving in a little bit deeper into our product?
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
All right, let's get right into it. So I want to start off on the research front because I know that's a big thing for you all. So what we do at Gartner is we have something that we like to call the golden circle, and I'd like to get into that first, just to give you a little visual. So, like I said, we call it the golden circle, and this is all of our research components. We have our who, we have our what, and we have our when.
Okay.
And there are two ways that Gartner can look at this. Like you said, you're open to outsourcing, but right now what we're concerned with is where your company, Click Influence, is going to be on this chart.
Sure.
So we have our big players here. Let's say someone is looking at a social media marketing platform that they want to use. So it's going to be you, and it's going to be your competitors in this outer circle. And then what you'll do is, as a company, as a Gartner end user, is what we call clients like this, is they'll go in and they'll input what they need out of a potential vendor, and that'll eliminate your competition when we know that you have that strongest product. That'll push you into the what, which is our critical capabilities. It matches you directly to the qualities that they have inputted for them, what they need. And if what you are providing is matching what they need, that's going to be a good match, and that's what's going to put you in this golden circle. And finally, the when. It's going to be when to invest. It's going to be where you are on the growth. Like I said, right now we would place you, we're at this, you're growing. You're reaching your peak. It's constant growth. And potential clients will be able to see that, and they like that because they know that they're not investing in a fad of a product or something that might be obsolete in a few years. So that will make them feel more comfortable and more likely for you to have business.
Excellent.
And on the other hand, if you're looking to potentially outsource and maybe find another company, Google or Apple or Microsoft, anyone that offers software development options, it'll be the same thing. You just have to put yourself in the other shoes. So if you are looking at, say, Microsoft, Apple, whoever it might be for software development, you're doing the same thing. So what I just explained to you, you're going to be able to look at companies and push, see where they are in their cycle, what matches that you need. Do you see how this could help you make a good decision?
Definitely.
Fantastic. All right. So another thing that we talked a bit about was that Bobby is having some trouble under the pressure.
That's right.
And I want to discuss how we could provide some help in that realm. Not only can we save him bounds of time using this tool for his research and using Gartner proprietary research for him, we also offer something called an executive partnership.
Oh, okay.
And so I want to talk a little bit about that with you. So this is an example of one of our product deliverables in this Gartner for CIOs package. And what it is basically is Gartner's going to be a one-stop shop for everything that Bobby needs, for your needs, anything. We're going to be a partner with you. And so Ernie, this is just one example. We have hundreds of executive partners employed by Gartner, but what he does is he's your guy. Anything you need, if you're unsure about staffing, if you're unsure about this decision or that, he's there whenever you need him. He's a former CIO, so you can see he was a CIO for Mohegan Sun, Dell. That's huge experience. He's done this before, so he's going to be able to help you make that best decision. Do you see how this could help Bobby get back to his family when he needs to with just a little assistance? Yeah,
he needs it.
He needs it. I completely agree. Like you said, we got to use the value in a wonderful employee like that.
That's right.
Based on what we've talked about today, from the executive partnership to marketing you on this golden circle to potential clients, and you potentially looking at outsourcing some of this research and software development, I think that Gartner can provide you immense value.
Okay.
And I know that you can't make a decision without Jonas, but I think it would be a great idea for us to set a tentative meeting with all of your decision makers so that we can get this moving forward, get Bobby back on track, get him focusing and loving his job again. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, we can get a follow-up set up next week.
Fantastic. When is best for you, early or late in the week?
Probably Monday or Tuesday would
Monday
be
or
the best
Tuesday?
day, yeah.
Okay, how about Monday morning? Will that work for you? All right, 8 a.m., does that sound good?
That sounds good to me.
Fantastic.
All righty.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. Well done.
Thank you. So
You were definitely calm throughout it. You need this back?
Sure, I'll take it.
Perfect. Good pace, good tempo, you know.
Early, wow. You think? Okay.
Hello, I didn't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, no, you never know. You get the points. Yeah.
I'll find you after.
Yeah.
We can chat.
You're good.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks so much. Nice to meet you.
Sure.